Okay, everybody out there, am going to attach this little short video to another one I took whilst out walking amongst the walnut orchards. And the reason is because I'm correcting myself. Walnuts typically do not produce a pretty blossom like our fruit trees and almond trees and the pistachio trees. They produce this thing that resembles a caterpillar. See it? The little neat looking little thing there. And the fact that it's on the tip where the leaves are developing and where there's going to be young nuts developing, I think that might be where pollination occurs on the walnut tree. Okay, farming is an ever-learning process, and well, life is an ever-learning process. But anyway, so here we have it again, a new leaf bud coming out here, and so I do believe that that's what this purpose is. Now, I did learn something else, that one out of every 10 trees is a male tree. Okay, that's what we just learned. We looked it up, and we wanted to share that information with you. One out of every 10 trees is a male tree. Okay, and the pollinator. And the other thing is, the pollinator also produces fruit, but it looks a little bit different than the fruit on the female trees. If you see here, beautiful little leaf cluster, we're going to have a nut created there. This will create a nut here. So, and pardon my manicure, it's like I'm out in the country, right? It's time to get caught up. I got a few things going on. That's life, right? Real rogue and random. Anyway, so I wanted to share that with you because in the upcoming video, or the attached video, I'm talking about the walnuts again. I'm fascinated by farming. I absolutely find it just amazing, the hard work, the dedication that goes into producing the food we take for granted as just being there. A lot of hard work, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, you might say. Anyway, so I wanted to update and say that I do believe I'm on top of it with this being where pollination occurs for the development of these. Okay, this is going to be a nut right here. This is going to be a little nut. So anyway, you will learn in the upcoming video a few new things about the crops we grow in this area. We're talking hundreds and hundreds of acres per farmer, per orchard. And it is really, truly spectacular and breathtaking, really, when they're covered with leaves and you have just this gorgeous, cool canopy to walk through and enjoy. So pretty. Anyway, so there you go. That's it right there. Enjoy the upcoming video. And if any of you, I invite interaction. And if any of you know differently, I'm here to learn. I'm here to teach, and I'm here to learn. And I love food. I love to grow my food. I love to produce it. I love to turn it into, I love to turn it into sumptuous dishes or meals for people. And from the very beginning, the littlest seed sprout all the way through. I love it. So if any of you have any knowledge about the walnuts that you would like to include, please put it in the comments. I would really appreciate it. I like to learn, okay? Thank you very much. So I came out to the orchard. I thought Dub Dub and Cub Cub were going to take a walk with me, but the little creeps just send me on my own. Anyway, I'm trying to get my steps in here, and a nice 30-minute walk is usually adequate, 30 minutes to an hour. But it's really beautiful today. It's a gorgeous sunny blue sky spring day with some nice cool breezes. Perfect day to enjoy a walk out here. And anyway, so it's really, as I've taken photos or videos of the orchard, it really is beautiful. And the leaves are starting to come on. So that makes it really special. Maybe I could get let me see if I could get a little peekaboo for you. So you see some of the leaf buds. I'm going to reverse camera for a minute and show you this is all right. So see, those are you see the leaves coming on. So basically there's really, this is where the walnuts are going to form. So it's really neat. They don't blossom like the almond trees do. And as I said, I've learned, I'm going to reverse camera. I've learned since I've lived here that pistachio trees blossom too. I've been seeing these beautiful trees with these gorgeous blossoms on them, and I've been thinking, what are those? You know, what are those trees? And I know the peaches and I know the kiwi, they grow differently anyway. They grow like grapevines basically, but I was trying to figure out what those trees were, and it turns out they're pistachios. They're gorgeous. They're just covered with flowers right now. So, like the almonds, the pistachios do produce a flower for their nut, and the walnuts do not. There's also a big grove or orchard of chestnuts. You know, chestnuts roasting on an open fire. There's a huge, that was we discovered last year. It was just in the fall discovered by my daughter, and it sits out there. And I mean, she discovered it. You know, it was new to us. Obviously, someone farms them, but those are a really interesting commodity crop. I would say is more appropriate. Anyway, they're really an expensive nut. Those are the pistachios are extremely expensive nuts in the market. We have some growers out here. This is where they specialize, and it's pretty neat. I like the farmland. I've said it before. I support farming and agriculture farming very much so. I'm a hardcore fifth generation native Californian. I also I had to leave for a while. I didn't have to. I chose to leave and do something different. Went to the Wyoming Rockies, and that was a beautiful lifestyle there, the wildlife and everything. But I did miss the growing fields here in the state of California, and the growing season especially, because I'm a gardener as well, and so greenhouse and ground gardening. So anyway, it was essential for me to come back home and just get back to my thing. So basically, there's so many crops in this state. It just is crazy how many crops there are. I mean, I've just named a handful of nuts, and I think someone around here is growing pecans as well, those big the big long pecans, and there's somebody growing hazelnuts too. But just the nuts alone, it's spectacular. And we're not just talking a couple trees, we're talking hundreds of acres of nut trees. And they really are beautiful, especially this time of year. They're starting to leaf out and make a shade canopy, which is really special. It's very special, and it kind of makes the walks in the summertime, their summer mornings, a little bit better. But anyway, so I just thought I'd do a little short here. I'm out and about, getting my steps in, admiring the agriculture and the crops coming on, and just having my day, getting ready to go inside, probably have a light dinner. I have a little something going on for a pasta toss. So anyhow, well, I hope you all are well and hanging in there, and remember, hug your farmer. Okay, they work really hard to keep us nourished. You take care. Bye.